I know. You'll see. Somehow the world will change for me, and it'll be so wonderful.
Wonderful.
Haha! The detectives and iCarly fan confirmed.
I used to
Oh
watch. I
man.
used to catch this show when it was on. I'm not exactly a fan of it. I just remember the theme song.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is catchy. It is catchy.
Yeah,
I would start singing the Victorious theme song, but I don't remember it.
I don't. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of episodes of that one. Wait, that was the one that Ariana Grande was in, right?
No, that's Sam and Cat.
Yeah, that's the only one I can remember Ariana Grande in.
No, she was in a live action one, wasn't she?
Oh wait, yeah, she was in Victorious. She played Cat. I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're remembering the character's name, but you thought it was a different show.
Yeah, I feel bad for I feel so bad for Jeanette McCarthy. That baby deserves so much better.
Schneider, am I right?
Ugh.
Not just Snyder, her mom too.
What is
Oh,
with people named Schneider always being like the fucking worst motherfuckers of all time?
Looking at you, Rob.
A diddler.
Ugh. All right.
I mean, it could be worse. Your name could be Mickey Rooney.
Oh man. Oh man.
Or Chris Savino.
Yeah.
All right.
Coming to you live from not my pocket dimension because after we defeated Vulcan, I used his powers to make a bunch of androids to clean up my pocket dimension.
Yeah, they're all basically your maids, your French maids.
Oh God, no.
Well, some of them are Mexican.
Just don't. Don't pull an Arnold Schwarzenegger in that case.
Arnold Schwarzenegger fucked a robot?
No, he fucked one of his maids.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. She gave birth to his third son, I think.
Huh. Oh yeah, Family Guy made a joke about that.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome back to another episode of the Celestial Citadel podcast. Only the greatest topics spoken here. I am the human
Do you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? If you're not into yoga, then you have half a brain. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
Me neither.
I swear that song would go great over the beats to Hotline Blamed by Drake.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're not allowed to like Drake anymore.
Yeah. You know what? I'm the type of person that thinks, like, you know, before we get into, like, the actual topics, I actually do have a whole line when it comes to separating the art from the artist, and that's if the artist isn't making any isn't getting any money from the art in question. Like, I'd probably...
Like H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, like, you can read H.P. Lovecraft's books because that guy is long dead. You can pirate the Harry Potter movies because J.K. Rowling isn't going to get a cent from that shit. And you can play Hogwarts Legacy if you pirate it because, again, she's not going to get a cent from that shit. And you can listen to people like Kanye, R. Kelly, and Drake on YouTube because as long as you're not using their official fucking accounts and you're looking at those goddamn lyric videos, bada bing, bada boom, they ain't getting a cent from that shit. So you're fine. So, yeah.
I mean... Yeah, that's a way around it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. So now that we're back with the, now that we're actually getting into the real topics here, and hopefully when people come back and listen to this entire podcast by binge listening, they'll be wondering exactly how our goddamn world works. Let's actually get into the real topic of today. So after we kicked the shit out of Vulcan, there were still a few loose ends that we had to tie up. And I'm just gonna straight up be real here. Even though me and Dr. Rain definitely did some really cool shit, I swear to fucking God, Detective, like, you pulled off one of the most badass things I think I've ever seen a hero with no, like, outward powers and abilities do. So I want you to go first. Please explain to me and Dr. Rain how the hell you took basic magical equipment and somehow busted out 50 superheroes from a maximum security prison specifically designed to house some of the most dangerous superpowered beings of all goddamn time. I need to hear this fucking story right now. And just to make sure you remember every detail, let me hand you a good old nice cold Budweiser.
Better make sure it's not that gluten-free stuff.
Oh, dude, you're gonna hand me fucking Budweiser? Nah, dude. I already got some shit right here.
The fuck is that?
Oh yeah, how'd
This-
that magic
This
equipment
is swamp water.
How did that magic equipment work for you, by the way?
Okay, we're getting into that, but first, this is swamp water. It's a mix of passion fruit juice, orange juice, and guava nectar with 2 shots of Midori in it.
So it's basically if the very, very, very deep south, like Princess and the Frog, Bayou South, decided to make an alcoholic drink.
Well, somebody else came up with this. This actually, I did. Yeah, well, like, there's like a ton of drinks called swamp water, but I mean, like, I just call it that because it looks like swamp water. It's really gross looking, but it tastes awesome. So hold on one second. Okay. Right. So first things first. I had Rain told me to go look for some shit in his basement. And I found these magic boots that allow me to run really fast and also remain unseen.
Ooh.
They're called the Boots of Blinding Speed, which, funnily enough, they don't actually make me blind, which, helps.
Nice.
Yeah, how'd that work out, by the way?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I just got to clear my nose real quick. Can you give me a second, please?
Yeah, allergies are a thing, especially because this place is dusty
No,
as hell.
No, it's because I'm eating spicy food and my nose is acting up.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do something.
Yeah, okay. So, with these boots, I was able to rush in and grab and like sneak past a bunch of robot guards, right? I was able to steal their key cards and shit, and I was able to open a bunch of doors. The thing is, I wasn't going in, and I didn't have the prison wrecked up by the time that I got in. I had to like release a bunch of the other heroes first. But the thing is, these boots, blinding speed isn't just a clever pun. I was able to like dodge past like laser grids and shit, and I was able to open up the highest of the security cells. That being the cell that was holding Captain Hyperion. That guy. Oh. Yeah, with his help, we were able to bust out and rescue all the other heroes. So really, honor goes to him. I mean, I was just the guy who opened the door.
Yeah, those boots used to belong to Michael. Glad they helped you, too.
Oh, yeah, my granddad did mention you had a pair of boots that somebody did refuse to return to him.
He's got you there.
Those are my boots.
No, they aren't. They're his.
In fact, hold on a second. Are you wearing the boots now, Detective?
Nah, I put them back in the basement.
I'm gonna go to the basement, and if
I mean, like, my feet really hurt, so I have to, like, wear a pair of loafers right now.
Loafers are very uncomfortable. Why would you put on loafers? At least put on a pair of Crocs.
They're loafers because you're supposed to sit around and loaf in them.
That is not what that means.
Oh, yeah, Detective. You also had a trench coat that made you invisible.
That the boots already did that. My trench coat doesn't make me invisible. It just stores my booze.
And so, yeah, how'd those boots work out for you?
Well, considering I'm not dead, I think they worked out pretty well.
All right, cool.
Also, quick question. What the hell are, like, fucking King Hyperions or... God damn it, it's dusty in this fucking Citadel. Anyway, what is, like, the actual... what are his actual powers, specifically? Because I keep forgetting.
He's bulletproof. He can fly. He can shoot lasers from his eyes. He can breathe massive gusts of wind.
Okay, yeah, so he's basically just a Superman. But, like, here's the thing. People keep saying that there's a part of his power that we don't fully realize yet. Did you, like, as the great detective, did you manage to put together exactly where he gets his energy from? Because that is the biggest mystery in the superhero community that even he hasn't figured out yet. So did you notice anything weird about him, like, when he was using his powers?
I mean, like, it does look like the standard Superman thing, but as far as I can tell, there's no, like, bioelectric field around him that grants him these abilities. There's, like... It's spiritual in a way.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess...
Like, right before he flies, he enters a pose that makes him look like he's praying, so, like... I don't know where... Like, I'm not thinking he's Christian, though, because, like... We don't need another Bible man on this team.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's just like that guy did not even solve his own problems. Like every single time he got into a fight, he literally prayed to God to defeat his enemies for him. Jesus. But like Hyperion, he believes in something, but it's not something we know of. And that's all I got for you.
Hold on, when he does that little prayer thing, does he go you?
No, it's more like
Okay.
yeah, it's something. I don't know what he's saying. The guy's from space, so it's probably some weird alien language.
All right. Well, I guess now it's time for me and Dr. Rain to talk about the magical robotic spider we fought.
Yeah, someone called Will Smith.
Yeah, that thing was absolutely huge. It had to have been like the size of 2 city blocks.
Yeah, no, it was pretty big. I spent most of my time like dodging turret fire and like trying to freeze the legs. Cause wasn't that thing like? Cause I'm pretty sure. Cause the city we were in, like we said, it was fucking Detroit, right? That's where we found the spider. It was like underneath the dude's lair, and I don't know how the hell it was able to constrict itself under that tiny ass building. But by the time it had fully like come out from the basement of that lair, there was a big ass like 2-mile crater, and the legs literally stretched into 6 different like blocks. I was literally using my ice powers to skate multiple blocks away just to freeze one of the damn legs. And by the way, this shit was tricked out with so many fucking guns. Like, who puts guns on legs?
Somebody from Montana, apparently.
Yeah, apparently Vulcan. Not to mention that fucker could fly.
Oh yeah, when it started flying.
Is Vulcan secretly from Montana or something?
No, this was in Detroit.
Oh god, even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, and not to mention that fucker could fly. That thing was like a spider drone.
Yeah, that's kind of when I tapped out. I mean, I think because I froze all of its legs, it detached them and just replaced them with a big ass wings, and I just let you handle it from there, because I don't do flying motherfuckers, all right? I'm an ice man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can only do the ice slide thing like so far.
Beast.
Wait, what?
So yeah, that.
I couldn't hear you. You two kind of talked over each other. What'd you say?
Sorry.
Yeah. Who was going first?
I mean,
I said the shorter thing.
Oh, the shorter thing. True.
Yeah, it's like, well, you can only ice slide so much.
Yeah. So yeah, Pop said I had to basically let me handle things, and let's just say that thing wasn't easy. That thing behaved like a beast.
And by a beast, you just mean like a wild animal?
No, by a beast, I mean a mythical one. Oh, you do know that thing was made by a god.
Of course he does. He was fighting it.
Well, we weren't aware of that thing at first until we came across it while tying up loose ends. And so that thing not only was trying to shoot me down, but that thing was also teleporting me away randomly.
Yeah,
which was annoying.
Yeah, so you couldn't fucking bust its ass in one hit like you normally do.
Hey.
Yeah, that thing was annoying to deal with.
Uh-huh.
Technically, spiders don't have asses.
I mean,
yeah, it took.
They literally do, but like, it's not the thorax.
Yeah, that thing flew all the way out to Lake Superior, where I was able to get into the water, where it couldn't really do anything, and I just, ripped up the outside, then went in, ripped it from the inside out.
Well, when all in doubt, rip it from the inside out.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the parts I used to create the bots that are now cleaning up my pocket dimension. And renovating the place, by the way.
Oh yes, you can spare your bots for renovations, but God forbid we need something to, clean up all the fucking dust here in the Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but they're mine, not theirs.
Oh my god. Oh boy. All right. Well, this has been a very nice little update we've given everybody. And it actually leads me into what I think the main topic of today could potentially be, and that is the time we've actually had to help other superheroes with their problems, not just them helping us with ours or us teaming up. I'm sure we've
Yeah.
all had to definitely help other heroes many times before. I'm sure Dr. Rain can talk about my grandfather for a good amount of time.
Yeah,
But what
yeah,
are
you.
some stories that we all have? Like, what's some stories that you guys have of you helping and saving superheroes, or basically just helping a superhero out with a mission that they were on, and finding a super villain that they were trying to deal with? Like, explain that whole situation to the audience that we have. In fact, let's play a quick game of rock paper scissors to see who goes first.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, quick drawing this.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Three.
I got paper.
I have
Scissors.
rock.
All right. So.
All right, doing this again.
All right.
All right, rock.
No,
crushes
that means
scissors,
you won, dude.
covers rock.
Huh?
Yeah, rock crushes scissors, but paper covers rock.
I cut the scissors first. Or
No,
I cut the paper then.
No, you had scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pops had paper, and I had rock.
So we all basically.
Wait, so how does this work?
Let's just go one more time. Rock,
Yeah,
paper,
yeah.
scissors,
Paper,
shoot.
scissors, 3.
I got
Paper.
scissors.
Rock.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right, all right, all right.
Yeah,
Again,
fine, just go.
again.
Just go.
All right, all right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors, shoot.
Just go.
No, wait, hold on. I got scissors. You,
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Rain got rock.
I had rock. Yeah, I had rock again. Rock.
I didn't
crushes
throw
scissors.
anything.
You didn't throw. Well, screw it. All right, screw it. I lost. You two go.
All right,
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
scissors, shoot.
All right, detective, you win. Paper covers
Okay.
rock.
All right, fine.
All right, Dr. Rain, you need to stop throwing rocks at people.
Wish it was sand. All right, detective,
Right.
what you got?
All right, so there's this one time I met my wife on patrol. I think I've been working on this in like helping you guys fight Vulcan for so long. I legit forgot her superhero name. I'm terrible. I know.
Oh man.
You're so
Okay.
awful.
I need to start rewatching our videos, man. I remember eventually, but I was helping her out, and actually, no, I'll just like abbreviate her real name. Her real name starts with an S. Yeah, so S and I were. She was on the trail of this drug dealer actually, and like this is back when we were like mostly like small time. This is before we were married, even. Actually, I think she sought me out to help out because, like, I was.
You need to
It's like,
take another swig of your drink to remember better.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so, like, the last thing I did before she like sought me out was that I was like on the midst of finding out about this like string of bank robberies happening, and it turns out it was this guy called the Polka Dot Pincher, this clown themed supervillain.
I'm happy you said he was a clown themed supervillain, because that's a dumbass name.
Yeah, the Polka Dot Pincher, because he steals shit.
Yeah, but the polka dot part, like, what, did he have a fucking polka dot afro or some shit?
No, he wore a polka dot suit actually. Apparently, it would disorient cameras and stuff. I have no idea, but
Hey
I
guys,
just-
sorry to interrupt, but I'll be right back. I need to grab some tissues to get rid of this dust.
Yeah, thank you for that, by the way. Just got done with that. That's why she sought me out. We found this guy in like a week too, so like really good at covering up his tracks. But not good enough. You go next.
Is that really it? No, like,
yeah,
no big
It
mystery.
wasn't super eventful. I was able to. I just found like it wasn't even a big mystery. It was just a guy who was selling drugs, and we needed to find his hideout.
All right. Well, when we get back around to, all right, well, we get because we're sharing more than one story, buddy. But when we get back around you, I want something a little more interesting than that. Just a little
Jesus
more.
Christ, man!
All right. Anyway, so a story of when I had to basically save and help another hero that I was basically working with was definitely the time when I actually had to work with a hero by the name of Silver Spectre. Silver Spectre is honestly I'm just gonna say she's not the greatest superhero of all time or anything like that, but I do have at least a decent amount of I have a decent amount of respect for her. My main issue is that she's just a bitch for no reason. Like, she genuinely just treats everyone around her like shit. And I had to help her fight. I basically had to help her fight, like, a big robot. And if you know anything about me, you know how much I really do not like fighting robots because of how boring fighting robots is, alright? I've said this once and I'll say it again. If you are going to have a robot army, don't make the individual bots just do one fucking thing. Like, I swear that has always been, like, just one of the biggest fucking issues I have ever had. No, I'm tired of it. I am sick and tired of robots just... Like, it's annoying. It's
Well,
really
at the very
annoying.
least, they're easy to fight.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, because here's the thing. Because again, I told you, first time I fought a robot, like, it was, like, actually legitimate. Like, it was legitimately, like, really, really fucking, like, decent, and had, like, an actual, like, it actually did more than one shit. So, guess what? I'm working with a fucking, like, monstrous, like, big-ass robot that, surprise, surprise, only does a few things out of one, and I'm working with a woman who just straight up treats me like shit for no goddamn reason. So you can tell this was not my best day.
Oh, damn.
What ended up happening is, as we were fighting the robot, she was basically barking orders at me to freeze the robot's limbs. Now, this is obviously a go-to move that I always do, because freezing the limbs of something actually does a pretty damn good job at keeping it from, moving. So what ends up basically happening is, as I was pretty much just freezing the limbs as much as possible, trying to get them all iced up, I'm trying to get into, like, the cracks and the crevices and anything like that. And eventually, as time basically went on, I pretty much just could not keep this thing still. Even though I was freezing the motherfucker, I could not keep it still. It would not stay frozen. It kept breaking my ice, so I had to try and create more compact ice in order to keep it still. And then you got Silver Spectre over here trying to blind the damn robot as if that's going to work. She's trying to treat this like it's an actual giant, and I literally tell her, I'm like, hey, like, this isn't going to work. Like, you know that it's a robot, right? You can't really blind it. And again, her power is basically light manipulation, so I get why she was trying to do it. And she's like, well, do you have a better idea? And I'm like, yeah, use your light manipulation to fuck up the inside of the robot like a big-ass laser beam. Or something like that. Literally, I gave them like a straight up plan, and she just refused to listen to me. Like, she actively got pissed off at me because I gave her a better plan than just trying to blind the robot. So eventually I just said screw it and decided that the best course of action would be to, trick her into throwing one into the goddamn, like, literally, like, I was going to trick her into throwing some light into the robot itself. And surprise, surprise, that is actually what ended up happening. Like, I managed to create a bunch of ice walls and make the ice so reflective that it was basically a mirror. So when she tried blinding the robot again, I made it to where some of her light would reflect off of the goddamn ice, and while it was still hot enough to melt the ice, it would eventually hit the robot in the few cracks and crevices that I had damaged, and it fried the circuitry from within it. And eventually, Silver Spectre realized what I had done and got pissed off at me, saying, "You manipulative little shit, how dare you? Alright, you weren't supposed to do that. I gave you strict orders." And I looked her dead in the face and I said, "Bitch, you ain't my mama, you ain't my team leader, and I barely know your ass. You have no right to tell me what to do. That is your fault. I gave you an idea and you rejected it. That was your fault." And of course, she didn't fucking care.
Real quick, Pops. I'm back. What I miss?
Oh,
You've kind of been listening to it.
yeah, really the only thing you missed is maybe like a small part of what the detective said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get to hear any of it.
Yeah, well, it's your turn now, so you tell a story about when you were helping another superhero.
I had to help my granddaughter fight some alien cyborg.
Which one?
I don't really remember specifically, but it was an interdimensional alien cyborg with the power of a god.
I was specifically asking which granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Yeah. She's in her 60s, yeah, so I believe wife number 3. I'm not really sure. I have a bunch of kids and grandkids, so I had to help my granddaughter. Yeah, and see, I would say her name is the Sorceress Supreme. So she hit me up and was like, "Hey, you know how to kill gods, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Yeah, this one is on the same power level. Can you help me, please?" At the time, she was in her 30s. He's still quite young, so I was like, "Yeah, all right. Might as well go help her." So this alien cyborg. Oh my god. If that ain't sexism, I don't know what is. Yeah, he comes. Yeah, he comes from another. He goes from a world in his dimension where females are basically second-class citizens.
Oh, so like today.
Not really today. Things are getting better for women.
Yeah, but they're still not the best they could be.
Yeah, you know what they say: when things get better for women, it gets better for everyone.
Yeah.
So, oh my god.
What happened?
Yeah. All this guy did was summoning rifts to basically try to squash us with huge objects. And all that cyborg was doing was that nonstop. It was annoying. Oh yeah, it was like that pops with most robots. All he was doing was one thing. And it was annoying. Yeah, when I tried to shoot him, oh man, rift, boom, no bullet.
It was just rift after rift after rift after rift, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, rift after rift after rift after rift. Yeah. So I told her, Hey, you're like me. Just summon a black hole under it. And she was like, oh, wait, I should have done that before. I'm such an idiot. She snaps her fingers. Boom. Alien cyborg gets sucked in. Boom. Problem fixed.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we went to the arcades afterwards. She's really good at Street Fighter.
Was this back when the OG Street Fighter came out and before the combos were an actual thing? It was actually just a glitch.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man. I want an actual arcade in my pocket dimension. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to do that.
They're gonna build
Yeah.
a whole arcade.
After this episode, though.
Boy, gonna build a whole ass arcade in this pocket dimension. That's crazy.
Yeah. Best part is you guys are welcome anytime.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had to help my granddaughter, which was quite nice, actually. Yeah, I rarely get to see my grandkids.
Yeah, it's because you're busy fucking up motherfuckers like Dolomite.
Well, the thing is, that's what they're doing too. They're also busy fucking shit up.
Which, quick question. Do they do that because they want to, or are they only really in this because they're related to you? Like, because they're related to you, a bunch of magical individuals are constantly trying to fuck with them. So, yeah.
Yes, they kind of want to keep up the family the family business. Yeah, and also, well, it's not really magic users wanting to fuck with them. Yeah, they just want them so they can get to me. A lot of them are really big fans of mine. And oh, and by the way, you guys who are Rain super fans, please don't use my kids to get to me.
They're gonna start doing it.
Yeah, I know how you guys are.
Yeah, they're gonna do it anyway. You can't really
Yeah.
control them.
Yeah, I know. Go to me directly. Don't go to my kids
Ooh.
or grandkids.
Akamu M. Day, Doctor Detective. It's basically House, but as an anime.
That
Yeah,
actually
I
sounds
think
like
I've
a
heard of
really
that.
cool idea. I've been binge watching House, actually.
Yeah.
I'm at season 3 right now. Well, is it season 3 or crap? I'm trying to remember. It's basically the season where House almost pretty much goes to jail because he's addicted to his painkillers. Yeah, and he's just being to the wrong guy.
Oh, nice.
That show is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone got any other stories before I end it off?
That's kind of the one I told about my wife. Like, that's the
Yeah. I mean, since Vulcan is dead and nails in the coffin, I guess I could go back to teaching.
Alrighty then, that all sounds like a plan. Thank you all so much
Yeah.
for listening to this episode of Celestial Citadel Superheroes, and well, hopefully next time everything will get just a little bit better. So with that being said, thank you all so much for listening, and remember, everything we say, everything we sing, and everything we do it for love. Bye guys.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.